Well, it's time for some culture on the programme now, and I'm joined in the studio by Jennifer Ben Brahim. Nice to see you.
Hi, Nadia.
You're starting with the Booker Prize. That's the UK's top literary award, of course. The winner was announced last night.
Yeah, that's right, in London, and the prize went to Irish author Paul Lynch for his fifth novel called Prophet Song. Now, the Booker Prize judges called this novel at a ceremony last night soul-shattering and a triumph of emotional storytelling, bracing and brave. Now, it's set in a dystopian Dublin, in the grips of totalitarianism, and Lynch says that this novel was, which took him actually 4 years to write, was inspired by the Syrian war and refugee crisis. Now, he actually spoke to France 24 today, so kind of hot off winning the prize. And he talked to us about how some of the themes of Prophet Song are kind of eerily similar to the riots and the scenes that we saw in Dublin last week. Take a look.
I was at a book signing on Thursday night and somebody came up to me and they said, "Have you seen the news?" And I said, "I haven't." And she said, "Well, your book looks like it's starting to come true." And I mean, I would disagree with that because Prophet Song is a work of fiction. But I think that we're probably quite shocked in Ireland because we've always said, well, we do not have a far right here. That's just not part of the political sort of spectrum in Ireland. But I don't think we can say that now. So this is we're at a new step, a new place.
Well, that was Paul Lynch speaking to France 24's Eve Jackson. Now, the Booker Prize, which was actually founded in 1969, has quite a reputation for changing writers' careers. I mean, the list of people who have won it is quite impressive, from Ian McEwan, Margaret Atwood, Salman Rushdie, and Hilary Mantel. Now, Paul Lynch says that he's going to be spending his £50,000 prize on something quite sensible, which is paying off his mortgage.
Oh, well, good for him. It's not what I would do if I won £50,000. But, you know, I applaud him for it. Next, let's get some music news from you, Jennifer, because there's an early Christmas present for fans of Beyonce.
That's right, and it's really for those people who struggled to get tickets for the much sought-after Renaissance World Tour. I have quite traumatic memories of refreshing a computer screen for about 2 hours. Now, she is bringing her concert and behind-the-scenes moments to cinemas around the world, and we see behind-the-scenes moments with her daughter Blue Ivy, who is really trying to convince Beyonce to let her be part of a tour, which she inevitably was. Take a quick look.
Reaching up to the solar system, we flying over, bullshit, we flying over, supernatural love up in the air.
What do you think about this tour?
I feel liberated. I have transitioned into a new animal.
All of these things we do in a different, unique, specific way.
Now, Beyonce is no stranger to shows becoming films, most notably with her Coachella headlining performance called Homecoming, and that actually became a Netflix documentary. Now, Renaissance of a film actually follows in the footsteps of Taylor Swift's Eras concert film, and that was really a smash hit in cinemas as well as the tour itself.
All right, one to watch, at least for me, Jennifer. Just before you go, tell us about your guest on Arts 24 today.
So I was actually joined by French singer-songwriter Edouard Biel. His look and his sound really is straight out of the 1970s and has been compared to French singers such as Christophe and Etienne Dao. He's just dropped his first EP called Loverdose, and as the kind of witty name suggests, it's like full of songs that talk about love, but specifically its addictive nature. Now, Edouard is also very honest with his lyrics. His songs talk about how common and often shameful those feelings of jealousy, as well as talking about, coming to terms with having vitiligo. Take a listen.
I didn't want to play somebody else in my music, and when I was younger, I was writing a little bit in English, as a lot of French people, and when I started writing in French, it was just the style I wanted to have, like very straightforward words you can use in the daily language. So this is how I started to do it, and this is how people when they reacted to this, they told me like, oh yes, it's quite nice. We see a lot about what you say, where you're going to go, and it was kind of important to have a very straightforward message in my song.
So that was Edouard Biel talking about his debut EP called Loverdose. He also has a love story with the country of Greece. He used to go there a lot with his family growing up, and it's actually inspired his music, like very much his sound, and so much so that his song Perikia, which is one of his hit songs, he learned how to sing it in Greek.
Wow.
And we actually were lucky enough in France 24 Studios to hear him play that live. Take a listen. So if you're back in Paris this Valentine's Day, I really recommend going to check out Edouard Biel at Paris's Maroquinerie venue.
All right, fab. Thanks very much. Jennifer Ben Brahim, as always, good to talk to you. Well, let's go from culture